been on the road every day for the last 3 days. This is the last day, isn't it? It's the last day. Hopefully.
By those lamps stay yellow.
Yeah. So Adam here has been driving all across Poland. We stayed in Rzeszów last night. Rzeszów. And we're a driver down because Frank's making his own way back after the weekend, I think. So yeah, we are. It's just the two of us now. And poor Adam here, he's had to put up with me for the last what? How many hours?
You lot watching only have to do this half an hour twice a day.
Just get half an hour. Yeah. Hi, Daylight Dave. Yeah, was trapped he is, and we're still in Poland. We're about 150 kilometers from the border with Germany, and the deal is Adam's driving through Poland, and then once we get to the border with Germany, I'm going to take over and I'm going to drive all the way to near Bitburg in the west of the country. That's where we're going to end up tonight, and then hopefully we're going to get there at what's our ETA? Midnight?
About midnight. Yeah.
About midnight. Yeah. Kind of depends on the roads because it's a traffic jam or we have a blizzard. I'll show you how the road's getting on here. There you go. Howdy folks.
It's like we're doing 200 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's all good. I hope you know what Glühwein is, Graham. Glühwein. What is a Glühwein?
Mulled wine. Warm red wine with cinnamon and orange and stuff in it.
Hi Graham, I'm happy because QPR won last night. Queen's Park Rangers. I hope you get back safely. Yeah, it's been good. And Jan's saying hello from France. Bonjour. Bonjour. So, right, there's two cats, right, having a race. There's a British cat called 123. There's a French cat called Un, Deux, Trois. Which cat wins the swimming race? It's a swimming race across the channel.
Go on.
The British cat, because Un, Deux, Trois cat sank.
You see what I have to put up with?
Please.
3 days solidly.
Try the fish. Take it easy in the snow. We need you back safe to Sarah.
We are doing that. The roads are actually thankfully relatively clear. This morning when we left Rzeszów, there was snow cover everywhere, on the motorways everywhere, but as we've gone further and further west, fortunately the roads are clear, so we're doing well.
We're doing all right at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, as you can see, I'll show you the road again. Show the road again.
The road.
There you go. Yeah, you can see it's pretty clear. This morning it was a bit iffy, wasn't it? This morning.
Oh, it's good fun.
It's good fun. It's kind of like not focusing on the right thing. It's got a dirty windscreen. But yeah. Oh, now it's clean. That's not. So yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, we've the Lego has all been dropped off, and what we've done is we dropped it off at the postal place in Lviv, and they take it. They'll take it to.
We stacked it on 4 pallets, didn't we?
4 pallets.
4 full pallets, about 2 meters high. Pallet.
Yeah. Well, what we did was we worked out that it would actually cost more to get a van because fuel costs quite a lot in Ukraine, as you can imagine, because of the war on. It would have cost more for us to get a van from Lviv and take it all the way to Kharkiv and then have to take it back.
Because you look at how far it was from Lviv to Kharkiv, isn't it?
It's 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 kilometers, man. I mean, you know, you got to refill the tank a few times there.
Yeah.
Oh, talking of refilling the tank, we need to stop off for fuel before we get into Germany.
Yeah,
fuel is cheaper in Poland than in Germany. Not as good as it was last year. Last year it was insane in Germany. It went to like nearly €2 a litre.
Yeah.
It's bloody mad.
No, it's gone down to about 170 now.
Yeah.
170.
€1.70. Good practice for driving back in Blighty. It's snowing here. Yeah, Catherine sent me a little video of the backyard covered in snow, which is quite cool. Are you guys tired? Are you tired?
No.
Tired of my shit jokes.
We're still running on adrenaline. And it's impossible to get tired with him.
McDonald's McCafe coffee.
Going off and 10 cafe lattes a day.
This is no ordinary Graham. This is Graham on lots of caffeine. Did you turn the oven off before you left? How did you get on after turning up with the one-way street and the angry driver? No, that's fine, he went away. Ukraine is the second biggest country in Europe by area. There you go. Oh, thank you very much, One Angry Pagan, for the super chat. Sorry to miss the other live streams. Hope you have a good successful trip, guys. My shield at your backs and fair winds. Oh, that's nice, that. I love that expression, fair winds.
Yeah, it is.
Fair winds, sailor. Fair winds, traveller. Yeah. It's just a nice way of saying ta-ra, isn't it? Because it's always that promise of new adventures.
Yeah. Blow you in the right direction.
Yeah. Because you live quite inland, don't you? It's a bit of a trek to the coast.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you miss the water?
No, because I am very fortunate to be able to go sailing a couple of times a year with the family. So, but we have the Moselle River just down about 20 minutes from us, which runs, which has got all the wine growing regions on it. So, but it's the nearest coast is about 4 hours away for us. So yeah, just not many people do it, and it's quite difficult to get fish in the supermarket. Nobody really, we don't get fresh fish or anything in supermarkets. So yeah, it's
I miss the sea when I'm in Durham because obviously Liverpool on the Mersey, it's really close to.
But it'll all
the
go quiet
water.
now because we just joined a traffic jam.
Oh, we have just joined. Do you want to see our traffic jam, everyone? There we go. Here's our traffic jam.
There we go.
There you
That's
go.
Fully fledged.
That is. It is indeed. And the snowy wastes. The snowy wastes.
Are we allowed to swear on
Poland.
this? On
Yeah,
this
we can swear.
Oh,
Who cares?
bollocks.
Bollocks, it's a traffic jam.
We've been doing so well.
We have not stopped, have we?
No.
We have not stopped since Rezenclaw.
Well, yes.
Rezenclaw. That was a nice place we stayed in last night. And
Falls of Nature.
we went to the Harley Davidson bar or whatever it was called. Was it Gentleman Jack's or something like that? wasn't it?
Lord Jack's.
Lord Jack's.
And it had fake motorcycle
Fuel
petrol
tanks, yeah.
all on this big wire mesh on the wall, and lots of biker memorabilia.
It was a biker bar that no biker would ever be seen dead in.
Yeah.
It was far too trendy. It was like, like hard rock cafes and not like somewhere where rockers would ever go.
No. This was the anti-biker biker cafe, wasn't it?
But Adam put in my head the idea that we should get ribs. You mentioned ribs at some point, and they had ribs on the menu.
Oh my God, they had ribs.
And it was like an entire rib cage. It's like an entire pig.
and we both decided we've been on the go all day, and we'd only had about 4 hours sleep, and we both really needed a beer by the time we got there at 11 o'clock. So I just actually, as the waitress who spoke perfect English, dropped 2 menus on the table. And I said, "Oh, will you just bring us 2 large beers, please?"
thinking a pint.
Thinking a couple of pints or something like that. Literally, she turned up with 2 quarts.
Quarts.
So 2-pint glass jugs. Right. This is just getting better and better.
You've got to be very careful though, because you can't drink too much the night before when you're driving in Poland, because the legal drink drive limit here is 0.
What is this, a public safety information video?
It is a public safety. That's the factor. You got to work out how long it takes your body to metabolize the alcohol, and make sure that you're 0 when you set off.
So we only had one, I think is Graham's point.
Yeah, that's my point.
And a chaser.
Rick Parkin, £10 super chat. Thank you very much. Well done, guys. You brought a lot of much needed joy where there is little. Hopefully, this will get you a pint of Bitburger each at your next stop. You've earned it.
Oh.
Well, we're not drinking until. Well, you can have a drink, can't you? When I'm driving in Germany.
Yeah.
If I'm driving, I don't even have one because I'm a bit funny about it. Just a bit of a.
You just can't handle your booze.
I can't handle my booze. No, I'm just a Boy Scout. I'm just like really quite boring in real life.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm this mad sort of festival going raver, but I'm
not.
I'm like, oh, we should be sitting and just do a bit of knitting and
Conservative Graham.
watch Bake Off.
Graham Conservative Hughes. That's your middle name, isn't it?
Don't you dare, mate! Don't you?
I was waiting for you to buy
Not
that
this.
one.
Not this.
I didn't say Graham Tory Hughes.
This iteration of the Tory party. God, it's horrible, isn't it? It's like they just keep morphing, but it's the same. It's like Doctor Who or something, or James Bond. It's like different people in charge, but they're the same gobshite, just with different faces, different genders. But yeah, 1 unit. Oh, hang on. I heard. Do we have to make space for an emergency?
No, we're in Poland. Everybody just sits
I
there.
thought I heard a wow, like a.
No, I think that was something.
Woo,
This
that's the
van
sound of
is-
the police.
This was the van squeaking.
Woo, woo. The sound of the beast. So yeah, the Legos dropped off. Now what we've done is, so we met up with our man Rob Peacock, who works for a charity, a Ukrainian charity. That's called Adults for Children.
Sorry, let's see what's going on.
We're not moving, by the way. They were based in Ukraine. Obviously, that name probably sounds better in Ukraine than it does in English. But they help out with kids who have lost family members and also work in children's centres across Kharkiv.
Yep.
And also, is it the whole of Ukraine they work in, or is it just Kharkiv?
I don't know actually. I'm not...
So you got Kharkiv, the city, and then the surrounding areas, Kharkiv Oblast. So they operate all around there. And so they're essentially what we've got, the 4 pallets worth of games and toys and fleeces. There are loads of fleeces in there. What else was in there?
Hoodies, footballs, lots of Lego,
hoodies,
high-vis vests,
yeah,
mats for kids, quite a lot, 2 boxes of sort of hygiene, general hygiene products, mostly aimed at ladies. What else was in there? Loads of 200 bowls, 200 just sort of ceramic bowls. There's a Polish man who just couldn't wait. He's had to stop for a wee on the hard shoulder.
Literally just having a wee.
Yeah, bowls.
Bit of a rock star stance, that.
What else is in there? Hoodies. And baby clothing. So.
Oh yeah, baby clothes. There's like grow things, wasn't
yeah,
there?
baby grow type
baby
things.
grow type
yeah,
thing,
really nice, organic
Yeah.
cotton, brand new.
Yeah.
Dressing gowns. So just
Well,
lots
that
of
was
stuff.
really important. Like, we wanted to make sure that pretty much everything we brought was new.
Yeah.
Because this might be the only present that some people get, some kids get this Christmas
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Kharkiv. And like I said on the live chats before, it's not just the kids of Kharkiv. It's also the kids from other places in Ukraine who have been displaced, maybe lost family members, and also you've got the fact that if you are aged between 18 and 45 or something, and you're male in Ukraine, you can't leave the country in case you get called up.
No.
So a lot of them, their dads are fighting, or they've spent some time fighting. And, it's just been so disruptive, hasn't it? The whole.
It's incredible. The thing that struck me most actually yesterday is we were talking to a policeman at the border post, and he was a really nice guy. And Google Translate was just brilliant, because I was writing in obviously in English, and translating into Ukrainian, and vice versa. And I found out that he was a soldier. I used to be a soldier. We chatted about that. We were talking about the war. He, as a policeman, will go back to the front line as an infantry soldier next year. I think he said 30% of the police force will end up serving on the front line at some stage. And I said, how long do you think, what's the consensus around how long this war will last? And he said 5 years. It'll get worse before it gets better. So folks, we've got some work to do.
We've got some work to do. So we're probably going to do this again at Easter, take some Easter eggs over, and obviously we want to fill the van. We don't want to take like half a van, so get as many as we can and then fill the rest up with other humanitarian supplies. A lot of chocolate. Hopefully it's not too hot. I think it doesn't turn up with a load of melted chocolate. Yeah. But I think this system goes quite well. I was talking about why we didn't take all the way to Kharkiv. Yeah, we realised it would cost so much in petrol, and also diesel, I guess, for this. But also the road's not very good. So it's like 1,000 kilometres on a bit of a dodgy road when there was an alternative there, and it didn't cost that much. It was about, what was it,
£300 I think.
£300
and
to
that's
send
for four good-sized pallets to transport them 300 kilometres across the country.
Yeah.
Nova Post to run a humanitarian aid service, so I'm sure that cost was was heavily discounted. I think
it would cost a lot more if that was the Royal Mail.
Yeah, it would have been. Or DHL or FedEx or anybody else. But worth a Google. Nova Posta, I think they are great. So they did good work. Can I just do a shout out to Stucco, STUCO,
Stucco,
GmbH, which is the one of the German companies that supported us really well with stuff as well. If you want any merchandising doing, they do great merchandise.
Do they?
Yeah, they source it from all over the world.
I want some merchandise. Get me some merch.
Yeah,
get me some merch.
So it's German, so it's really good quality. And Wolfers Trockenbau. So my good friend Torsten Wolfers, who runs a a dry lining company in Germany. It's their van, and they
This is
just
the van. that
lent
we-
it to us
Yeah.
without a second thought. I was
Yeah.
asking him if he knew anybody with a van, and he said without hesitation, take mine. He's a top man.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And also thank you to everyone watching this who's contributed to this journey. Any funds we got at the end of it, we are going to keep hold of until the next journey, which hopefully will be in April or whenever Easter is this year. Next year.
Check before you
Yeah,
leave.
we should check. And then, if the war's not over, or even if the war does finish this year, there's so much rebuilding to do. And let's talk a little bit about Lviv. I mean, it's such a beautiful city.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it?
This is I don't know if you saw the live stream yesterday. I know it was incredibly shaky. So we were driving down cobbled streets, so it was like, but it was a beautiful, beautiful place. And it's hard to believe that is actually technically a war zone. That,
Yeah, it is.
you know, good luck getting insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so sad. It's so sad that this has happened.
Just flip the camera around, show how the weather conditions have changed all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, we've gone from we're having a bit of rain, and now the snow doesn't really appear on the camera very well.
It doesn't, but it's now chucking it down and settling on the motorway quite quickly.
Go on, hurry up, and let's get to Germany. No, I'm joking. Don't hurry up. I'm hoping that the German autobahn is a little bit less fraud. Fraud, it is fraud. Thank you for the super chats. Come in, One Angry Pagan, thank you very much. Odd to say, but given what I'm seeing, I wish I was there. I love winter snows, but can only find it on Dartmoor and find it difficult to get out there. Thanks very much for the super chat, One Angry Pagan. And yeah, it's move up to Durham if you want some snow, mate. It's bloody brass monkeys up there. Be careful, the roads are treacherous. I love that expression.
Treacherous.
Yeah, they're full of trees. They're gonna stab you in the back, the bastards. The roads are treacherous.
But we've got good winter tyres on, and so traction is good. It doesn't mean you can drive like a lunatic, but it does make a world of difference.
Yeah.
And looking, I think I've just glanced. You become a bit of a winter tyre spotter, I think.
Tyre Nazi.
And can't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Not in this country.
Hey, oh yeah.
And they make so much difference. And because do you know in Germany it's illegal to, if you have an
It's
accident,
illegal to
without
not have winter
tyres.
tyres in winter.
It's
Makes
not
a lot of
illegal,
sense.
but if you don't have winter tyres and you have an accident in the winter,
Oh, okay.
you will be.
It's your fault.
Yeah, and you will be.
Quite rightly so.
Insurance won't pay out, and all sorts of other things.
Before I moved to Durham, I had never really heard of winter tyres because it never came into the lexicon in Liverpool because it hardly ever snows in Liverpool. We have quite a temperate climate in Liverpool. It's more likely to rain than snow, and it was just never a thing that we needed to worry about.
A world of difference.
But I remember years ago thundering along the M62 in the middle of the night, covered in snow. There's only one lane that you can actually drive in. It was full of snow. In the old Astra, Vauxhall Astra, first car.
Rally car.
That was great. Oh mate, I think it was 1.6. It was insane.
Front wheel drive.
Yeah, it went like shit off a shovel. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. New quote: "The treacherous Tories." I like that.
Oh,
So you know,
steady.
yeah, don't believe the hype. We're going to have the alternative for that, which is when people talk absolute bollocks about stuff, especially newspapers, and that. Don't believe the tribe. There you go. So we just coined that. That's our story in the
Story tribe.
Tory tribe. Well, it's just right wing tribe, innit? All the conspiracy theory nonsense.
That is right.
Don't get a vaccine against COVID because they put microchips in you and they'll know where you are. They write on their phone, which is tracking their every moment, possibly record you when you don't realise that you're talking about a product, and then suddenly you see lots of adverts for that product.
Is it contentious to say, I wish somebody would just put a microchip in my finger so that I never had to remember another password? Because they piss me off.
Well, they do.
It'd be so much easier if you had a...
Yeah, no, they do on my phone. I've got
your
Google.
fingerprint.
Yeah, I just use my fingerprint.
Yeah, but if you just had a microchip, just send to you.
You don't need it. You just need your fingerprint. Yeah, but then someone might chop your thumb off and then open the
Yeah, well, mine's not
open the safe at your thumb.
when my
Your
skin
seventh
goes
fault.
cold.
So yeah.
The facial recognition thing was okay, but I did have a hangover recently, and it just refused to.
That's not really you. That's never you. It's funny because my passport picture is me when I had long hair. And everyone just looks at it and then looks at me and then just bursts out laughing, which is, so depressing. Chuck James tells us that winter tyres are different rubber that works better in low temperatures. Think about the race driver heating up the tyres during the instruction lap to make the tyres work best at the start.
There we go. That's absolutely correct. Yeah.
And apparently they're not so good in summer because they break down quicker, right?
They break down quickly, you get less trip. They're actually less efficient than summer tyres,
Yeah.
than a decent, even a temperate tyre.
Yeah.
They're not as safe as they're in grip. You can't travel at higher speeds. In the UK, it doesn't make a lot of difference, but in Germany, if you sit at 200 kilometres an hour with your winter tyres, usually they're not rated up to that sort of speed. So
Yeah, not good. Someone's pointed out that in parts of France you need snow chains in case you have to catch an abominable snowman. Grab the Yeti, put him in chains. Before they, before they feast on human flesh.
Did you pick that up from Mystery Machine?
Frankenstein. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
They had them on. So.
It's Old Man Winners from the amusement arcade.
And
I'm gonna get away with it too, rush for you meddling kids. Great days. Science, says one angry pagan. Science, just one word.
Boom.
Yeah, like
right there.
Breaking Bad. Yeah, science. Yeah, magnets.
Talking of, okay, just while you mentioned Breaking Bad, and I've thought about drugs. How many times did the van get inspected going from the Ukrainian border to the Polish border yesterday? In the distance of 100 metres. 4, 5 times?
Yeah.
By different people every time.
You mean
and
coming
the
back?
dog. Yeah,
coming back. Yeah, dog, everything. Yeah, but that's understandable because it's not about drugs necessarily. It's about people.
Almost as if border guards don't trust each other on either side of the fence.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, though, they have a huge problem in Ukraine with young men leaving the country because they're not supposed to leave. So people are swimming across rivers and stuff to get out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
There's about 19 bloody border crossings on the, coming to Poland. So there's a lot of places. So, there's an empty van going through, and you sneak into the back of it. It's a way out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
But yeah, the border guards, some of them are quite nice and friendly, and there's others that are just surly as hell. And I've always felt this when I'm travelling.
It was the pretty girls with long hair that were quite surly.
Well, I wasn't going to say, but yeah. But when I was travelling, I wish that border guards kind of got it through their head, especially in Australia and America, which are really bad for it.
Yeah.
Like, this might be someone's first experience of meeting someone from that country in that country.
Yeah.
Especially if you've gone to Australia, you've been on a flight for the best part of 24 hours.
Yeah.
You come from Britain.
Somebody growling.
And if someone goes, 20 questions. What are you doing here? How long are you staying? When are you leaving? What do you do for a job? What's your father's maiden name? What's your inside leg measurement? You're like, I don't know. Hang on, just give me a minute. Your brain's scrambled. You're half drunk because you've been drinking the free drinks on the flight. It's not great.
The other thing I think that's important,
And another thing
is toilets. The Ukrainian toilets yesterday at the border post were absolutely minging, stinking.
I've had worse.
So we went, yeah, but not in a sort of what you'd consider to be a relatively civilised European country. On the border post.
I don't know. Have you ever been on a Greek ferry?
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Or an Italian ferry? Grimaldi.
Oh, well, no, okay. So the
Grimaldi
Ukrainian
ferry.
Without going into too much detail, there was a basket next to the bin where you put your loo paper, not down the toilet. Who knew? But they don't put a bin liner in. It was just minging. Anyway, we'll move on. The sacrifices we make. Toilet reports from around the
If you ever stay on Ginger Island, you can't put toilet paper down the toilet.
No.
You've got to put it in the bag next to the toilet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The bucket. We've got a bucket. It's got a bin liner in.
Yeah.
Toilet paper in there. Thank you very much.
Where does the outlet go? Does it just go straight
tank.
out?
No, there's a septic tank separates the solids from the liquids,
Oh, does it?
and then the liquids go out to a seep field. What's it called? A leach field. A leach field.
A mangrove swamp?
Yeah, in the mangroves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that goes out, but I mean, it's not used enough to make it sort of an environmental hazard.
Yeah.
But at some point, that septic tank will be full, and we can either, I don't know, bury it ourselves buried anyway, or we can pay someone to come out to the big pump, pump all the shit out.
Pump the poo.
Pump the poo.
Big honeysucker.
I don't know what they'll do with it.
Probably spray it straight into the sea.
That's the worry.
Fish eat it,
Would not want that. No, it wouldn't. It would kill.
What?
Yeah, I think
No,
it would kill.
it wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't. They
Would
wouldn't.
it kill? I don't think. Well, no,
I think it
because
would.
it's,
I think
most
it
of the
would.
Mediterranean countries let their sewage straight out into the sea.
Yeah,
untreated.
and the Mediterranean is now a
Dead.
dead bloody
Okay,
pool of
point made.
dead fish. Yeah. Don't pollute the waters. I tell you what's really bad, like people who's swimming in sort of like a body of water, especially like a lake, and it's things like suntan lotion getting into the water that really fucks things up.
Yeah.
If they let you in. We've not had a message for a while. It just says science. Maybe. Oh, hang on a sec. There's a button to press. Has anyone left us a message? Oh no. If you've left us a message, we haven't read it. We haven't got any new ones since One Angry Pagan.
Honestly, it's working with amateurs.
Send us a message to make sure this is still going out to anyone. Let us know that we're not alone.
Snowplows.
Snowplows.
No, we're not going to make it. No.
There you go. Oh, I just saw the edge of it. There you go. It's getting proper snowy now.
It really is.
It's a bit of a winter wonderland.
Quite slippy.
Budislau.
So here we go. Let's see what the signs say. 117
Legnica.
kilometres.
Yeah, 117, and that's to Jedwiskoaus, and that's the border. That's the.
We need to be better at pronouncing Polish place
We
names.
do.
I can do German ones decently, but Polish ones are still a bit beyond us.
So is an umlaut over a U pronounced as an U sound? Double O. U.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Don't ask me any technical grammar on German. I speak it, but I can never remember. I know how to pronounce things.
Okay. Doesn't German have like different gendered words, and then there's also neuter?
Masculine and feminine neuter. Yeah. Also has a declension. 10, 12. I think it's
Is it a bit
it's a difficult
tricky?
language to learn. I felt. Yeah, it is difficult. I don't speak it nearly as well as I should, to my shame, actually. But I've started reading the newspapers more regularly. I just can't watch German television. They say, watch lots of German television.
Yeah.
But I just can't. It's not the best television. Now, I did have a statistic recently that the second most popular series on German television is Midsummer Murders, which in Germany is called Inspector Barnaby.
What?
Oh yes, very popular on Saturday evening.
We've had loads of messages.
You just missing out.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't come up, so I've just changed it from top chat. It's changed it to live chat. So that, in the UK, that was called Boss Cat because there was a company that made a cat food called Top Cat. So they changed the name of the show to Boss Cat, but all of they left the voices in, obviously, so they kept on calling it TC, which made no sense because it didn't sound.
In the UK, when did they do that?
In the 1980s when Top Cat was shown, Hanna-Barbera.
Oh.
Hanna-Barbera? Is it Barbera or Barbara?
Barbara. Right.
Barbara. Brian, thank you very much. Well done, Ginger Santa. Which one?
You ginger free.
So many ginger beards. I've not had this many ginger beards since I split up with my ginger girlfriend. And Jane is there. £5.
Jesus Christ.
Well done, guys. I'm so proud of you. We need more people like you in this world. They mean gingers. Obviously.
Gingers will one day rule the world. Roar.
Until the sun comes out. And then we're fucked. Katrina says, it seems like you are getting better internet connection in the middle of nowhere in Poland than you do at home in England. That's so true.
So the coverage has been amazing.
Yeah,
all the way across.
it's been fantastic
all
across
the way
Poland.
across Europe. Yeah, especially across Poland.
It was good. It was pretty good in Ukraine, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Very good in Ukraine, actually.
Yeah. And there's a dead patch in Germany, but it's not very long. Right, the snow is now the motorway is now white.
It is white. Let's show people what we're dealing
We've
with.
overtaken the snowplow set.
We've slowed down a bit.
Oh dear God, this is going to take us.
English had the different genders as well. Too tricky to administrate a big empire, so you changed it.
Yeah,
There you go.
that makes perfect sense. when you're learning, you know, der, die, das in German, you learn the two words together, or you'll never know. I just go with de.
Duh.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Because I can never remember which they are.
I like Spanish because it's phonetic.
It's funny.
And so is Welsh, actually. Welsh is phonetic. Although it's, like, you know, pretty...
Where do we go from there?
There are some words
I
that
like
are
Spanish
pretty...
because it's phonetic. Oh, I've got a Spanish phrase. Do you want to hear my Spanish phrase?
Go on then.
So, now, any Spanish speakers out there, forgive me if I get this so horribly wrong. Tengo los huevos negros del humo del mil batallas, which means my balls are blackened from the smoke of 1,000 battles.
Wow.
That is my... Other than
that's impressive bit of Spanish there. Is that your Spanish shuttle line?
That's it. And it sort of basically means don't teach me to suck eggs. I've done this before. Not my first rodeo. It's one of those. I learnt it from a Spanish major who was like
a Spanish major.
Yeah, he reminded me of sort of, he was a Picasso-esque type character with an enormous beret, smoked cigarettes with a cigarette holder, and just couldn't resist telling me how beautiful and flowery the Spanish language was.
It is a beautiful language. I do like it. And you know, it's a bit easier for people like me. Was a chat. Didn't realise this was on. Oh, that's all right. Vendetta, you're here now, mate. Cathal, thank you very much for the super chat. Fair play, lads. Hope you get back soon and safe. Can you do an impression of Anne Widdecombe as a chicken, please, Graham? I'm Anne Widdecombe. There's pornography on the television. Woman showed a bit of ankle. There you go.
Jesus Christ. I've had that live in my ear. Right, if anyone wants him to do that again, they've got to pay up.
They've got to pay up.
And I'm
Pay for play.
Let me out of here.
And welcome.
No, only
We did a sketch where there was different Adam who we used to do Three Blokes in the Pub with. We had the Four Yorkshiremen sketch.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
We did that, and it was like the four Brexiteers, and they were going on about like, and it was all improv. And Adam comes out with, it was all like, I'll do anything for Brexit. I'll do this. I'll do that. He comes out with, I'll be Anne Widdecombe's toilet. I was like, oh Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh mate, dial it back.
Anne Widdecombe's B-Day.
Oh, I love Brexit so much. But there you go. I like Icelandic and Norwegian. There you go. That's from One Angry Pagan.
Icelandic and Norwegian.
I quite like.
I was going to say, have you ever been to Iceland?
I have.
Yeah, of course, it's a stupid question.
I've been to Riddarfjörður. I can't even pronounce it. I've been to some unpronounceable place. I've been to Reykjavik as well, which is nice.
Yeah.
I've not done the. I want to do the Blue Lagoon. Is it the Blue Lagoon that's famous? Where you go for a swim. It's
I've heard it's amazing.
thermal
Yeah.
things. I'd like to check that out.
I've done Iceland.
Yeah, I've been to Iceland a couple of times. Three times. Once, twice, 3 times in Iceland.
I'm showing off now.
Yeah, I know. Well, once was just at the airport, changing flights. So.
Yeah.
But I say it counts.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I had this wonderful experience where I took a ship from the west coast of the country, where Reykjavik is, right round to the east coast where this place called Riddarfjörður was, and we went along the coast. This rugged, beautiful Icelandic coast, volcanic coast, and I was listening to Sigur Rós on my little iPod shuffle. Oh, it was great. Like something out of a movie. It was like a fucking fairy tale. That place we stayed last night was like a fairy tale, wasn't it?
Fairy tale, Harry.
It was very in Bruges where we were staying last night.
It was very Bruges-esque.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which might explain why Frank isn't here with us.
Do you like it?
It's like a fucking fairy tale.
It brought out in Bruges quotes, pretty much, which we're not going to do.
That's for John Lennon. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
The Blue Lagoon is on the move. That's from Jan. Yeah, apparently there's been big seismic activity in Iceland.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's massive cracks across the whole country. Like the devil's going to break out from under the ground. But yeah. It's
Who's
scary.
the Icelandic Instagram sensation at the moment? He's a very droll.
I don't know.
Have you not seen him? Somebody
No.
watching will have seen him.
Who's the drow Icelandic?
He's a
friend
very
of ours?
droll, very funny Icelandic. Is it in Iceland? The fathers and the mothers. I can't do it. I'm not even going to attempt to do it. But if you haven't seen him, he's very, 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 very funny.
I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I love Sigur Rós. Björk's alright. Although she played the Blue Dot Festival last year, and it was a bit crap. Do you know, like before then, like I think some better bands have been playing, and they'd used the Dodgel Bank dish to project on.
Right.
You know, like images and stuff. It was really cool. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's
that massive
cool.
screen, and she didn't do anything with that,
Oh,
and it was just a bit flat. It was just a bit.
yeah.
But I've seen Sigur Rós a few times live.
What was the famous movie that was set in Iceland? It was quite a big movie, wasn't it? That
Iceland, Cold in Alex. No. I don't know.
Stop breaking. Why are people breaking?
The Iceland Queen. Mum's gone to Iceland. Dancer in the Dark. Was that set in Iceland? No, that's set in America.
No, yeah, there was one about dancing or something. Set in Iceland. Very, very, very good.
Isn't there the movie about Eurovision on the?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Isn't
That's
that?
what I'm
Isn't that?
thinking of.
They're Icelandic.
It's the
aren't they?
Icelandic Eurovision team, isn't it? Yeah. I genuinely can't see anything because my entire windscreen wiper
Shit.
has frozen.
Well, I can
up.
see. I can see. Just keep going straight.
Thank you
Right.
very much, Graham. That's really
Yeah.
useful. Hang on.
Don't
It's a
turn.
violent windscreen wiper.
Sorry, there's some violent window wiping going on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've got to get.
We are
back
really taking it easy. You see how slow we're going at the moment. I'm going to turn the camera around.
Still doing 70 kilometres an hour, so well about 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But we've got 900 kilometres to go. Can somebody do the maths, please?
Get the windows away.
No,
Yes.
I'm all right at the moment.
Well, I'm not. There you go. It's not focusing.
Oh, I see.
It's focusing on the window rather than
Gotcha. Okay.
the car in front, which is not a Toyota. Iceland sits right on top of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. No wonder it's so active
Does indeed.
volcanically.
Yeah.
It separates two continental plates. It's also, I think, the youngest country in the world, although I think that New Zealand reckons it might be younger, but it's pretty young in terms of geology.
Very general knowledge this evening.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
most
so.
useful
Yes.
broadcast
Well,
you've
did
done
you
in a while.
know that Scotland and England used to be on two different continents? You know, when it was Pangea and we had Gondwanaland.
Yeah.
Gondwanaland. Yeah, so basically, when the Earth was split into two big continents, Scotland was part of one continent, which went on to become America and South America,
Only by our
and we were part of England. Was part of England and Wales.
So
Was
if-
part of it. So the actual rocks of Scotland are different from the rocks of England, and that's why we have different flora and fauna.
That explains a lot about
Yeah,
the
thank
Oatmeal
you.
Savages. Am
So
I
that
saying that?
it's the old, probably the oldest border in the world because it's millions of years old.
Yeah.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If our friend Jock is watching this, Dinger Gordon, who came with us on a couple of adventures last year, that's why I met Adam, because we were coming back last year with a little dog called Oliver from Ukraine, and
The kleine weiße Scheiße.
the kleine Weiße say that again.
The little white shit. The
Easy for you to say.
The kleine weiße Scheiße.
It's the cutest dog in the world.
It was very
So
cute,
cute.
yeah.
It's a little Maltese dog, very big. And we couldn't get little Oliver into the UK because of the changes that have been brought about by Brexit. So yeah, we had to leave Oliver in your care for, was it about 3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yep.
Until we got the paperwork sorted,
Yeah.
and then
And my 4 Labradors didn't know what to make of Oliver, and Oliver just gripped them all.
Yeah.
And really thought he was a Labrador by the end of the.
all small dogs think they're big dogs.
As soon as I get an opportunity, I'm going to have to pull over because I'm literally. So I'm not,
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to-
It's getting a bit close. All right.
my windscreen wipers have just frozen up, even though I've got a heavy concentrate of washer fluid on there.
Is there ice on the window
On the windscreen wipers,
windscreen wiper?
it's just built up. Yeah.
Okay. Well, just take it easy, and then we'll pull over at the next available place. But don't pull over
down.
the side here.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright,
I
lads.
won't get out of there.
It's alright. Yeah, you won't get that. So do that. I learnt more about geography in the last 10 minutes than I ever did in school. Oxbow Lakes, mate.
Oh,
That's all I ever think of. It's when you see the title sequence to EastEnders. I was thinking, oh, one day that's going to turn into an Oxbow Lake. Thank God for my GCSE geography. I never got a geography GCSE. I have no qualifications in geography at all. Draw a map of the world from memory, but no qualifications in geography. We couldn't do
medial
geography
moraines,
and
terminal
history.
moraines, glaciation.
You can't understand history unless you understand geography. It's entwined it is.
Who's just written a book about that? About the geography
Tim Butcher.
Is it? Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he did Blood River, didn't he, about the Congo? Which is a good book.
Yeah.
Tim Marshall.
Thank
Tim
you.
Marshall.
That's the boy's name.
Prisoners of Geography and
so-
The Future of Geography, and there's another one. It's like a trilogy of geography. But Prisoners of Geography is a really interesting book.
There we go.
Yeah. Iceland has the oldest parliament in the world, founded 930 AD.
Really?
There you go.
Didn't know that.
9:30 this morning. Oh, AD, not AM. It's very old. It's very old.
Very old.
Not my joke repertoire. Geography at school was just about rocks. That's geology. Tedious at that. Good point. Should Scotland have Brexited alone? Yeah, it should just cut itself off and live up for
Does its
the rest of
best.
us. Yeah. But there's a parking place here, but I reckon if you go in there, you might not get out.
I can't see it.
No, the P. It's
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is.
Yes, I can see it now, but
Yeah,
two
P,
kilometres.
2
away.
kilometres.
We might have a go.
You can have a P in 2 kilometres.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really show people out the window because it's just focusing on the windscreen rather than focusing on the road. Focus!
Try it while the windscreen.
Focus!
What are the fascinating geography can we talk about?
Well, did you know
We don't know about Poland.
Papua New Guinea used to be part of Australia back in the day? Yeah, and then the water filled up. And in Bocas del Toro, where my island is, I've been telling Adam all about Ginger Island, all about my adventures. He didn't know I've been to every country in the world without flying until yesterday, was it? I dropped that on you.
Yeah.
I thought you might have Googled me. Just to make sure I wasn't
Why
like a
would I
sex
have Googled
offender.
you?
Well, just to make sure. You were
You
going to
look
spend
like a
3
fucking-
days in a cab with me. I'd be thinking.
If
better
it,
make
had
sure.
if it had turned out badly, I would have just blamed John, so it was fine. Or would have just left you in Poland in the snow. You'd have got your way home. You're apparently experts at that. So.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty good at the old hitchhiking and the old, saying, "Hey, can I stay here tonight, please?" Cadging a couch, cadging a lift.
Catch a goo-goo.
Put the heat on the screen. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's.
Just put that right up. There you go. I don't like it up them.
Cool.
Now all you're going to hear is the heater on the.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pull over and knock it off, so to speak. That's why somebody's gone in thinking it's the exit for the parking.
Yeah.
Or was that the exit for the parking?
No, I don't think it was. Are you going to be able to get back on the road once you get off?
Yes, of course we are.
Should we show them the road here? This will be fun. We've got about 30 miles an hour now.
Yeah, no, there's cars in the parking space, but they're probably all stuck and can't get off. Yeah.
Oh. No, don't, no, it's not yet.
There we are. Yeah. There's
There you
a
go.
truck.
Yeah,
Right, we can
that's
go
it.
for it. Yep.
Oh my word. Whoa. Oh,
We're good.
take it easy, take it easy.
Don't panic, Captain Mannering.
Don't panic. Oh, don't go in there. Don't
Why
go in
not?
there. Oh, okay, because I think that's a road off or something. Level along there.
Oh, bollocks, okay.
Dead end. No one behind us, is there?
Oh, that's fine.
This is fun.
Alright.
Oh, the things we do to take presents to kids in Ukraine.
The things we do.
The things
for
we
love.
do.
Great track, that 10cc. Yeah, we're going to go in here.
Okay. Sounds
you
good.
continue talking, and I'm going to...
Okay. Alright, I'll keep the troops entertained while you go and sort the situation
do
out.
all of your Ann Widdecombe.
Widdecombe!
Oh, wait till I get out of the
Fun fact about Iceland: when it was declared independent from Denmark in 1940, the British didn't care and invaded anyway. On the very same day, Case Yellow started. I kind of like the way you sit. You get to experience life on the. Oh my God! Stop hitting the. He's just fixing this. Look. There we go. There you go. Life on the frozen road. Got proper ice on the window there. This up here, look. This says that it is minus 11 degrees. It's not that cold. There you go. He's going to town at that on that. Oh Jesus. It's nice and quiet now. Graham, have you taken the Countries of the World quiz? And if so, what was your time? On Sporkle. Which one? I've done the Sporkle one. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. I did it. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Greenland, in order to prevent similar events, asked the US for help against the UK. My remaining rat is on her way out. Oh no. Poor Freya keeps having mini strokes. I think. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Put the heater on. I've read that one. There was 3 of them. Did you bump the other one? What? Iceland is the oldest parliament. You guys have better internet connection than here in the Isle of Man. That might well be the case. Good old GIF-Gaff is keeping us going, so thank you very much to GIF-Gaff. Sporkle was the one I was thinking of. Honestly, I did it years ago, and I can't really remember. I'm just going to make sure that I've done all the super chats. So, One Angry Pagan, thank you very much. Rick Parkin, thank you. Brian Ferguson, Arwin Jane, Cathal, Shazek 32. Thank you very, very much for all those super chats there. So I'll go back to live chat. There we go. Losing pets is always hard, yeah. It's not fun at all. There were 3 of you on Friday. Yes. Oh shit. No. Frank is making his own way back. Yeah. We all. Well, I'm not going to meet him at the other end, but Adam's going to meet him on Monday. When he gets back to Germany. Deutschland. I was trying to think of what this all reminds me of. It's Fargo. That's what it reminds me of. Being dumped in the snowy wastes.
Yay! I'm just showing off now, but I can actually see out the windscreen.
Woohoo!
Which is a bonus.
It's worth stopping for, isn't it?
It's just going to annoy me that I haven't quite got it all off, but there's just a
Yeah, there's a little tiny bit there. It's annoying.
Once more into the breach, dear friends. I'm going outside there, maybe sometime.
Okay, alright, he's got off. Phew, thank God for that. Kept smelling up the tent, he did. Oh, Captain Oates. He's a major, actually. Retired major of Adam, so he gets to keep his title. If you're a captain, which is one step below major, once you retire, you can't keep your title. So poor old Captain Oates, he wouldn't have got to keep being called captain had he not died.
He'd have gone on to do greater things there, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Arwin Jane, I think I got Arwin. Arwin, I got your super chat, I think. Didn't I read that out? Arwin, yes. Thank you very much for the super chat, Arwin. Well done, guys. So proud of you all. We need more people like you in this world. Thank you.
That's not what my wife says.
No, it's not what my girlfriend says either. Thank you. It's been a long 16 hours, says One Angry Pagan, who's got a sickly animal at home, which doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
But yeah,
nobody likes sickly animals.
we have been driving for a very long time, and it's our 3rd day, spent the vast majority of which in the cab here, in our van, in our little van.
There's a world ahead of us.
You can see a whole new world. And we've got 100 kilometers now to go until the border with Germany, when I'm going to be taking over the driving. But when I take over the driving, I'm not going to be doing any broadcasting, because obviously that's a bit dangerous. And I was told not to do that last year, you know, when I was doing the old thing, the old what's it called? The run, especially in the UK, where you're not only not allowed to hold your mobile phone, you're not allowed to touch your mobile phone while you're driving.
UK, really?
Yeah, since January last year they changed the
Very
rules.
sensible. Very sensible.
So move this camera a little bit so we can actually see Adam, so he's not having his off his face cut off.
There you go. That's much better, isn't
There you
it?
go.
Everybody can see at least a little bit.
I have this light.
Somebody had to add some glamour
This
and
light
beauty.
up here.
Somebody had
So.
to add glamour and beauty to this particular podcast.
That doesn't really work. Look at that down here. It looks like I'm telling a ghost story. It was a long, dark, dirty night. I mean,
A dark
wood.
There was a dark house.
Yeah.
Dark house. Dark room.
Etc. Yeah.
It was a ghost.
It was a ghost. It's a ghost. Jupp says, looks like Germany will be back in football. Our U17s are world champion, beating France in the final after beating Argentina in the semis, both in a penalty shootout. Winky face. Well, there you, Jupp. I think Jupp's from Germany then. Well done. I'd say well done in German.
Super.
Super.
Sure.
Super. Guten Tag.
Toll.
So how is your German? How long have you lived in Germany now?
Well, I was stationed out here for a long time.
My dad was stationed in Germany.
Was he?
Yeah, with the RAF. He was in Butzweil. Is that a real place?
I don't know.
I always thought he just made it up. Butzweil Air Base.
Could have been. Don't know. I mean, so much has closed down. I mean, the trouble is, when I was stationed here, I never really spent any time here because we were always away. We went off to Ireland or Bosnia, or we were on the exercise.
Yeah.
Very little time.
Lots of things to do.
Integrating with the German community at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I married a lovely German. So that's
Does your wife know?
Yes, I should tell her. Yeah, we're back again tomorrow. And then we got posted to England, and then we got posted back to Germany, and then I was off in Iraq again or wherever, and then so it's only the last 10 years.
Did you do a tour of duty in England? Did you have to go out and separate the mods and the rockers?
Well, I did foot and mouth disease.
But you caused it.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Went around kissing.
Hi! You had snogging bloody cows, you weirdo!
Cloven hoofed.
I snogged a horse.
Snogged a horse.
Had sex with a monkey. And a pangolin. What's that? The weird little creature that they had? The pangolin. The pangolin.
Pangolin, yeah.
That's what caused COVID. It was.
That's it.
Someone that got amorous with a pangolin.
Never touched one, Your Honour.
Someone ate a bat. My dad was born in Wuppertal.
Wuppertal, I know, yeah. Wuppertal. In fact, we went through Wuppertal
Did we?
the day before yesterday, yeah.
Oh wow! Are we going to go back through there?
Well, I guess. Oh, no, we won't, no, because I think the motorway's open. We had to go through. Was it Wuppertal?
I can't remember.
I think it was Wuppertal we went through.
Well, when it comes to football, we are saying nach dem Spiel ist vor dem Spiel. After the match is before the match. Quote by Sepp
Blatter.
No, Herberger.
Sepp Herberger.
Why would you want a burger of hair? That's disgusting. Sounds even worse than Arby's.
So rude.
There's a company in America called Arby's. Yeah, we were talking about this, weren't we, about Americans just ruining food, like American cheese, American chocolate. There's a company called Arby's, and they're like a fast food place, like McDonald's. And they've gone, why don't we put actual ham in a hamburger? Like slices of sweaty ham in a hamburger. And it's just horrible. It's like, because it's like over-processed American crap. It's not like, you know, ugh. It's one of the worst burgers I've ever had, isn't it? Yeah, pretty bad. Carl's Jr. is pretty good though.
So I have to, well, I apologise, I don't know much about football and German football in particular, because as we were talking about football earlier, but I know that it does motivate a nation.
It does.
As the national sport.
Not necessarily in a good way. When domestic violence goes through the fucking roof, that's not good.
Well,
that's not good.
That tends to.
People.
So the captain
dickheads.
of Bayern München. I only know this because I know somebody who plays who's in the squad. He's a young lad. He's 20. He's a goalkeeper, but he's not the main He's not
Yeah.
the first team keeper. But the captain of Bayern München is the goalkeeper, and he earns, I think it's €463,000 a week.
That's all right.
Well, it's basically as if you're him.
Yeah. What's the problem?
But he could just donate a week's salary.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you
Per
can
month.
only be a footy player for about 10 years, unless you're a goalie. I think probably 20 years. But like,
Exactly, yeah.
you've only got like a short period of time when you're in your prime, and you can get that kind of money.
So
you got to get it while you can.
So a month's work, he'll be set for life.
Yeah.
Well, okay. A season's work, all will be well.
Look, if they're bringing in that much entertainment value, then I say, you know, pay them, book
Do
them,
you?
Dano. Yeah, just pay what they want. Same with actors.
That's the problem.
Same with actors.
Same
Pay
with
them.
travellers, right?
Yes.
Somebody should pay them.
Someone just pay me full stop. Not like £400,000 a week, but just £4 a week. I
Look
don't
how
know.
you could travel if you got £400,000 a week.
Jesus Christ, I'd never stop.
You could fly everywhere.
I would each week. Do you know what I'd do if I had that kind of money?
You take your private jet.
I would visit every country in the world alphabetically. That's what I would do.
Dear God. And do a little bit more good in each country.
Yes.
Just go and leave a little pot of gold.
That'd be so much fun. Be a lot of travel though.
Alphabetically.
Yeah, I'm going to travel to every country in the world without flying alphabetically. Start in
Why don't you do
Afghanistan.
every capital city in every country in the world?
Alphabetically.
That as well. So which would you do? Country alphabetically or capital city? Capital city alphabetically, I think would be better.
Well, if I did capital city alphabetically, I would be able to go to a country. Oh no, actually, yeah. There's a missing X in both of them. There's no capital that starts with X, and there's no.
You think so?
No, there's no country that begins with X.
No, but there must be a Xavier or something.
No, there isn't. A Zavi, a Xander. X marks the spot.
Zagreb is alright. You can do Zagreb.
That's for Z.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Do Yerevan for Armenia, for Y,
Okay.
or Yavin in Nauru, which doesn't have a capital officially, but in all those quizzes when they ask you what the capital is, it always comes up as Yavin. I don't actually think it is that, but I feel like. Xi'an is the capital of Shaanxi province. Yeah, it is. And Xi'an used to be the capital of China back in the day, but it's not anymore.
Which day?
In the day of the Terracotta Army, and back in the day of Qin, the first emperor, of which China is named after. And he was the guy who was buried with the Terracotta Army.
Terracotta.
The Terracotta
That was
Army.
the,
So if you go to
that was the
Xi'an,
East London version.
Yeah. the train from Lhasa in Tibet to Beijing goes via Xi'an. So
We've gone backwards. Why is the border now 111 kilometres?
I don't know, mate. It's painful.
We're barrelling along.
We think we're going forwards, but actually going backwards.
We're barrelling along at about 35 miles an hour.
Maybe we actually turned around by accident. I've done that on a boat before.
I can imagine.
You know, like at a White House.
Yeah.
I thought I was going north. It was actually going south.
Do you know what? But on a boat, they've got this really clever thing.
Yeah,
And it's like a little ball thing that spins around inside.
yeah.
That is not just a toy for entertainment.
Well, I didn't have one of them. And my bloody phone, it was pissing down with rain. So my phone was getting wet. And you know the touchscreen doesn't work when it's wet? Yeah. And the battery ran out.
Was this on a little... Was this in a...
It's in my
Paddle
speedboat.
boat at Wicksteed Park
No,
or
it was
something?
a little speedboat with the 80 HP engine, 70 HP engine at the back. Which then malfunctioned. That was fun. I thought, this is it. I'm done for.
Is it as fun as this?
I was in a lagoon, so I thought, well, you know, push comes to shove, I just fall asleep and I'll wake up in some mangroves somewhere. It wasn't like I was in the open ocean, which would have been more of a worry. Here's the road conditions at the moment. What are we doing?
Objects in your on your phone screen are much closer than they appear. Oh no, sorry. Objects in real life are much closer than they appear on your phone screen.
Yep, they are. There you go. It's a proof we're actually doing this. When you go on WhatsApp, you can do a thing live update. You know, it shows where your location is.
Yeah.
I'm going to try next time we do this. I'm going to try and get that set up so it actually comes up on the website. So as you're watching this, you could actually watch where we are, and you can go, oh, that's where you are. People could tell us where it's good to pull over
People
and
can
get
tell
a
us
sausage.
where we are, because at the moment on the faintest idea.
Yeah.
We're 111 kilometres from from Görlitz, or from the German border. So Görlitz, have you ever been to Görlitz?
It's a funny name. Sorry, what?
Görlitz.
Girl bits.
No.
What?
No, you perfect. Görlitz.
Görlitz.
Yeah.
No.
It sits right on the border, and there's a river runs through the middle, and the river creates the border.
Yeah.
And on the German side, it's beautiful and it's lovely, and there's a little old church, and it's all been nicely maintained and clean. But you go over the border, or you go over the bridge, and it's just really tatty. It's such a shame. It's such a weird.
Where's the border? Is this with
Görlitz. This is the one we're going to.
Oh,
we're
right.
going to go on the motorway just north of Görlitz.
Right. Okay.
So, and we're not
Well,
going into Görlitz.
It's communism for you. Although East Germany was communist at the time, wasn't
Yeah, but Germany has invested €1 trillion into the east to try and keep people there to stop a mass migration.
it? Well, Jupp is asking us if we could ask Astana to change its name again. Well, yeah, we could do. It was Almaty. Actually, no, that was a different place. Then it was Astana. They moved the capital to Astana. This is Kazakhstan. Then they changed the name to Nur Sultan for like 2 years, and now they changed it back to Astana. So it can be changed to something beginning with X. Just call them up. So you can just call it X.
There we go.
Get Elon Musk on the line.
We've got a
He'll want to
project.
do that.
We need a captain.
Tom E wants to know, when I went to Australia, did I visit Bondi Beach? Yes. Is the answer to that? Yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
Did you expose your pale ginger flesh?
No. I got told off actually because I took my video camera everywhere, and you're not allowed a video camera on Bondi Beach.
Really?
You're not allowed to use your camera phone. Yeah. We've got like this massive list of rules. Australians project this image around the world of them being very laid back. You know, the like pot smoking, surf dudes. It's sort of like what you think of when you think of Australia. You know, summer bay, great galloping koalas and all that kind of stuff. But the reality is, they're quite they're quite uptight. So, for instance, you can't park your car at the side of the road if it's not facing the right way. You'll get a fine for that. Yeah, that's a rule. And you go to Bondi Beach, and there's a whole list of rules that you have to abide by if you're going to be on the beach. And one of them is no phones.
A friend of mine that lives out there does say that actually going drinking in Sydney, in downtown Sydney, wherever it is it's a thing for a bit, but if they think you're
had a drink, they won't let you in.
Yeah.
So you can't go on a pub crawl in Australia. I found that very quick.
Why would anybody want
Stay
to
in the
go
one
to Australia?
place. You just don't stay in the one place.
Oh,
And they'll do a thing where they'll let your mates in, and then they'll stop the last person and say you can't come in because you've had too much to drink. And like we've all been drinking the same amount.
Yeah, but as we've already discussed, you're,
Oh, I'm a cheap date, mate. I love it.
cheap day.
Yeah, why would you want to have to spend loads of money on alcohol to get drunk?
Because manly things do. Manly things.
Being manly is far too expensive for me. Maybe in the next life. Ask Pooh Bear to rename the capital of you mean Pooh Bear as in the leader of China. Cheap. Done a great job of getting aid and presents to the children of Ukraine. Thanks, Peter. So just to update on that, so our contacts over here are going to be receiving the presents, I think, on Monday. I think they're going to be arriving. And what they're going to do, and what we're going to do on the website, if you go to UK4UKR, if you contributed, please have a look at it. We're going to do a blog next week with photographs of the presents going out to different families and things. And obviously, we don't really want the kids to open the presents till Christmas, but hopefully, maybe after Christmas, we can get some photos of the Lego kits that people have made.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Because a lot of people have put a lot of effort into getting that stuff there. So
Yeah.
Although, actually, if I didn't see any, if you can be certain, and I think we can be as certain as anybody ever can be, that stuff is going to go to the right place, then it's kind of enough.
Yeah.
It would be great to see, but it is kind of enough. Just have faith in the people that are working along that chain to do their piece, to make sure that all gets to the right place.
Well, what's really good about this run is we've made sure that all that Lego's good, all that aid, all that stuff, all the toys and everything else are going to go to people who need it.
Yeah.
It's not going to get frittered away. It's not going to go off as a bribe to some government official or whatever, which might happen with some charity that you give to in other countries. We know.
Well, there is some quite cool
grounds.
Lego that I would accept as a bribe.
There is some very cool Lego in there. How many Lego sets was it in the end? It's 373.
376.
376 Lego sets we managed to get with your kind of donations. So thank
Girls,
you.
boys, and
Everything in between.
And then, and stuff that they can both play with.
The Republic of Chi-Chi and the Republic of Xinjiang. Well, I think the northwest province of China is called Xinjiang, which with an X, so that'll be quite cool if they became independent.
Yeah.
But that's where the Uyghur Muslims are, who are being horrifically maltreated by the Chinese authority. That's why we don't go out on TikTok. Well, not as much. What's this? We pretty much paid relative to the GDP as much money for the reconstruction of East Germany as for the Americans paid for the defence of more than 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So what was Frank saying about this? Frank was saying they used for 18 years there was a 5% solidarity tax on everybody's
Solidarity reg.
on everybody's wage for 18 years.
18
an additional 5% tax to pay for the reunification.
Good. You shouldn't have to pay for that. Don't be Nazis. There you go. That's my top tip. You don't want your grandchildren to have to pay extra tax. Don't vote for the fucking BNP. Don't start a war. Don't invade Poland.
Or don't become communist.
You started it. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. You invaded Poland. One Angry Bacon, thank you very much for the super chat. If you ever had to go to Oz, I have to go to Australia Zoo. Thank you very much. When I was in Australia, I was in a place called Townsville. I've been there a couple of times actually.
Home of the Royal Australian Artillery.
Yes. But also in Townsville, I stayed. They've got a zoo there, and I stayed with the zookeepers, and they had a menagerie of animals, mostly just snakes and spiders. The most toxic, deadly snakes and spiders that you can find in Australia, and they had them in little tanks dotted around the house, and they fed them and looked after them, and they were their pets. And I had to sleep in this house.
Each to their own. Brave soldier.
And I am terrified of spiders. Yeah.
Even ones in tanks.
I got to feed a python though. That was quite cool. A python called Monty, who fed him a chicken. We killed the chicken, and then dropped the chicken into his. Actually, no, I held the chicken above, and he just wrapped himself around the chicken really fast. He went, "Yeah, I'll have that." And they won't eat something that's dead already. Or cold,
really?
rotting. Yeah,
It has to be warm.
It has to be warm. So basically, fresh kill, and then it wrapped itself so tightly around the chicken's neck, that the chicken's head popped off. I was like, bloody hell. So yeah, a constrictor. You don't want to make friends. You don't want to make a scarf out of one of them. Beware of drop bears in Australia. Yeah, we have to watch out for drop bears. Thanks very much, Veg Pie, for the super chat. Hi, Graham and fellow travellers. Well done for everything. Safe travels. Oh, thanks, Veg Pie. It's really kind of you. And One Angry Pagan's back. Another super chat. Thank you very much for being very generous today, One Angry Pagan. And my MP, Kevin Foster, wanted Ukrainian refugees to pick our fields. You guys have shown real UK spirit. Oh, yeah. UK German, because our friend Adam here has a German passport as well.
I do. Dual nationality, which I'm very proud of.
I thought that was really hard to get for Germany. Aren't they a bit funny about it?
Yes, because I'm fucking special, mate.
Especially, does that mean you're on the special bus?
It does. Spezialbus.
The special bus. But
No,
yeah,
I was very fortunate. Well, I applied for my German citizenship just before Brexit, and so I'll always remember because I got my citizenship the day before.
yeah.
It all changed. The day before, the world's changed forever.
You got it the day before.
Yeah, literally. I'm going to dig it out and you'd see it somewhere.
It's okay, just concentrate on the road.
I do. So,
We are 74 kilometres now from the border. Counting down. But we've been broadcasting now for over an hour.
Dear God, have we still got people watching?
We've got 80 people watching at the moment, and we've got 68 thumbs up. So the 12 people who haven't yet given a thumbs up would like to give a thumbs up. Let's blitz this algorithm.
Pull your finger out.
I think if you get 100% likes, then people, yeah, there you go. Pull your thumb out. I think you get 100% likes, you get some special bonus. I don't know. Sarah says, I feel safer with a venomous spider than a Tory MP. Oh, pretty much the same thing, really, isn't it? These days. The English Channel used to be Dryland. Well, yeah, Dogger Bank used to be Doggerland. Well, the Doggers went. It's a big car park.
Jesus. I think we need to end this broadcast. He's clearly lost the plot.
I never had the plot. But yeah, so we're going to wrap up now because it's been getting on a bit, and it's gone dark while we've been driving, while we've been chatting.
You're right, it has gone dark in here.
Look at this. And I've just got a data warning that I've used 2 gigabytes of data. So,
That's alright, that's okay.
Yeah, that's alright.
No, that was the thing about Ukraine, wasn't it? It was my Vodafone was £6 for the day, and that gave me 25 gigs of data, and you know, you can do that for a couple of days, and actually it was perfect.
Did you have that Scottish politician, the SNP, who racked up an £11,000 phone bill on holiday in Morocco? He set up a hotspot, a mobile hotspot, and his kids watched the footy. He reckons he didn't tell him. £11,000, man.
What an absolute buffoon.
You could have flown to the footy match and watched the footy match, and then flown back to Morocco for less.
Yeah.
Doggerland was covered in a sheet of white. There you go. Whilst a bite from a venomous snake drains you of your life, the Tories drain you of your livelihood. You're not too wrong there, mate. Well done, guys. Safe home. Stay safe, guys. Every child will appreciate what you're doing. Yeah, well, we hope so. We hope so. And like we say,
political venom that's coming. Isn't it?
What? Well, it's a politics channel, isn't it? It's Labour Social. That's
Yeah,
going out on.
yeah. So am I allowed to admit my particular affiliation?
No.
Just keep myself quiet.
Yeah, it's Reform UK over here. No, it's worse. It's Reclaim. Lawrence Fox's party. Lawrence. These people said that's a racist and that I couldn't play James Bond.
Loza, you mean?
Yeah,
Loza.
loser.
Loza to his friend.
Loser Fox. The guy who spends Father's Day burning pride flags because that's normal. Welcome to Perfectly Normal Island. This is what perfectly normal people do on Father's Day. When, you know, the wife's got a restraining order against you. Shield at your backs, guys. Thanks very much, One Angry Pagan. And Vendetta says Shatman. Or Twatman. Twatman was actually trending the other day on there. Twatman. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. I'll be doing another little update tomorrow, I think, when I get back to Durham. And then Monday, normal service will be resumed. And we'll be having morning brew at 9:30, and hopefully we'll be doing the swear jar in the evening at 8 o'clock with Super Tansky. So look out for that. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for the good chat. Thank you to Adam here for being my co-pilot in more ways than one.
Take care,
and
troops.
until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.